Alright, here we go. We're going to make a globe. So I'm going to go to, oh my god, my gallery. Huh? No, I did not make those glasses. But I am going to make my object the globe. So I'm going to do a new design. And I think I'm going to build it from the bottom up. I'm going to start with the base. And so the base is a cylinder. It's a cylinder. Actually, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to edit my grid down at the bottom because it's in millimeters and I really don't like that. I prefer to work with inches. So I'm going to set my default grid to 10 inches. Yeah, 10 inches by 10 inches. Update the grid, and now I'm working in inches. Okay, I feel better about that. And I'm going to make my base pretty big. So I'm going to drag it to some corner, or take a corner, pull it out. I want to make sure it's even. So I'm looking at the numbers for the side lengths. 3.7, okay. Zoom out a bit. Alright, that looks good. So there's my base. Way too tall. So I'm going to flatten it a bit. There we go. Oh, too flat. Just like that. Yeah, it looks good. Then I gotta make my stand here. So the shape I'll use for the stand, a paraboloid maybe? Yeah, I'll use this paraboloid. I'll throw it right here. Gotta make sure it's in the middle. That's gonna take some work. I think I'm gonna throw a ruler down. Gotta make the stand bigger. Like that big, sure. Yeah, we'll make that big. A little wider. How am I gonna do that? Taller? Taller, good. Alright. Gotta center it as best I can. To the morning is aimed to the left. That's your object? Yeah. Then absolutely. Alright, so got our stand, but it has this round tip and my globe kind of chops off and is flat right here, so I want to chop off this round part, and that's where making holes comes in handy. So I can just chop it off with a hole. Yes. 1.813 tall. Okay. Yeah.
Do you need like a hole with a hole this?
Yeah. So look at what I'm doing. So right now I want to chop off this kind of soft pointed tip. I don't want it because there is no soft pointed tip here. It's just flat, right? And you want to chop off inside space in your cylinder. So we both want to get rid of stuff right now. So to get rid of stuff, it's like you're carving stone. Think of yourself as carving stone. And so I'm going to use this square, and this is kind of my stone carver. And so I'm going to turn it from a solid into a hole. So I'm going to change it to be a hole. So now this thing is a hole shape. And I'm going to take it, I'm going to cover the area that I want to chop off. See how it's now covering the top of this sphere, it's covering this whole tip. So you're going to want to make another cylinder that's a hole that's a little bit smaller than that one, and you want to put it inside your solid cylinder so that you have a hole cylinder inside the solid. Okay? And so now I have my hole on top of something that's solid, and I'm going to group them together. So I've selected, I'll do that again slower. I'm going to click on this shapey whatever. I'm going to hold shift and click on my square. So now I am clicking two shapes, and then I'm going to group them together. And when I group them together, the hole chops off the solid space. So you want to make another cylinder that's a hole, make it smaller, a little bit smaller on all sides, put it inside your solid cylinder, and then group them together so that the hole carves out a hole inside your solid cylinder. Alright, so there's my little, I've got the base now in this part. Now I'm going to try for this half moon, the stand for the actual globe. And for that, I think there's a ring. I'm going to use a ring. Yes, I'm going to use a ring. Or a torus? No, a ring. Use a ring. So I'm going to slap the ring down. The ruler's kind of annoying me right now, so I'm going to take the ruler off. And I want this ring to be big. I want this ring to be very big. So I'm going to stretch it out. It's bigger than the base. It is bigger than the base. So is this bigger than the base? No, not yet. Okay. Bigger. Whoa, too big. I also want to make sure it's still a circle. So I'm checking the length and the width numbers to make sure they're even, and they're not right now. My height is 5 1/4, my length is 4.75, so I gotta even that out as best I can. 4.92, and whatever that is, good enough. Alright, so there's my ring. Good, it's bigger. And now I want it to be, I need to lift it up. I need to be like perpendicular to the other stuff. So how am I going to, first I'll just lift it off the ground. So let me go here. Let me use this cone to lift it off the ground. And then I want to further, how am I going to tilt it? Can I do that? Is it this? Ah, yes. Okay, I can change the angle. So I want to put it at 90 degrees. There we go. Got to raise it up a little bit more now. How much? How tall is this thing? It is, give me a number. It is 0. I have, what? Why do I not know how tall this is? Whatever, I'm just going to guess. Zoom out a bit. Lift this up. Okay, let's put it. Whoa. Command Z, undo whatever just happened. So I want to put it right here. Oh, great, perfect. Okay, now I want to chop off. I only want this part of the ring. I need to pretty much cut it in half. Yes, I need to cut it in half. So I'm going to do the same thing I did with the I'm gonna group the base and this part together before I forget. Okay, so now that's one solid piece. I'm gonna move it out of the way. Here's the ring. We gotta chop the ring in half. So I was telling Gene this, but think of yourself as when you carve stone, what is that called? There's a word for that. Sculpture. Yeah, think of yourself as doing sculpture, like taking a big block of something and chipping away at it. Because usually you'll have more stuff than you want, and you'll want to get rid of stuff. It's not like you're adding things sometimes, it's more like you're taking away. So I want to take away half of this ring. So I'm going to make a cylinder. This cylinder's job is to get rid of all the stuff. Actually, I'm going to make it a box. Fatu, why are you messing with the desks? Oh, were they? Okay, thank you. There should only be 4 per group. Thank you, Fatu. One ring to rule them all. 1 half ring.
You just grab the block and then stretch it out.
Yeah, so I just grab the square, stretch it out. I'm going to make sure it covers half this ring. Not quite there yet. I'm going to move it to the side. That looks too much now. I'll move it back a bit. That looks good. Okay. And so now, again, think of yourself as a sculpture artist. We want to chop off half this ring. So this big red square is our chopping square. So I'm going to change it from a solid to a hole. And now it's kind of translucent, and I can see what part of the ring I'm about to chop. So I'm about to get rid of all that part of the ring. So I'm going to select both the ring and our chopping block. I'm going to group them together. And now that they're grouped together, goodbye to the part I chopped off. I just have this part of the ring. Again, the ring on the globe is a little tilted. So to place it, I got to make sure I tilt the ring. I'm going to turn this about that much. Does anybody know actual number of degrees the Earth is, tilted on? 360? I don't think that's right. 17? That sounds closer to correct.
Can you look it up?
Look it up, please. 23?
69.
Okay, so I'm actually going to tilt this 23 degrees to be a little more accurate. So 23.5, all right, can I get that specific? 22.5, that seems like a lot. Oh, now I've made a big mess of things. Where is even right now? All right, that is 0. We'll say that's 0. And what did you say, 23.5? Okay, so we got to tilt it 23.5 degrees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 22.5, 20. It wants to get stuck at 22.5 for some reason. 28. 24. Let's stick at 24. There we go. That is an accurate-ish globe tilt.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
How would you like rotate this thing?
So look at the toggles. So there's boxes to drag width and height. There's this cone to drag it higher. And then the arrows, this kind of arc, that arc allows you to rotate, tilt.
Oh,
Oops, it's not even sitting on the stand. It's not even close to the stand. What happened here? Tinkercad.
That's what he called it, Tinkercad.
Cat.
It's Tinkercad. Why do you keep it saying? Yeah, I'll read it. Shut up.
Module, could you tap the TV? Just tap it. Can you tap the computer? There we go. Thank you.
I brought my AirPods from home. You want to see how to make AirPods? Give me scissors. Actually, I don't know if they're. It's like, I'm gonna be I just need to figure out how to make it. You try to make it.
One copy.
Oh my god.
Beautiful. We're gonna have an earth of just water, no land.
Nice.
It's water world.
Except when you stop swimming.
No. I know what you're trying to do. Jonathan made a skeleton. The parts are right there. Alright, now it needs holders. Little caps. I'm gonna make a cap. You gotta stop changing your ideas.
I'm making it smaller.
Alright, my globe is done. I'm going to save this video, upload it to YouTube so you can reference if you would like. How do I stop recording? Oh man.